beautiful night. A little bit of a breeze, just moving the air, certainly not uncomfortable. The entire field is under sunlight right now, except for one long shadow of a light standard that cuts across the middle of the diamond. 2 balls and a strike now to Schultz. Wind blowing in, though, from right. Chopper right back to the pitcher. Knocked down by Elias. Chirino has to charge, and he won't have a play. Barehands it, but eats the baseball. Nothing there. Hard hit ball that ends up being a base hit. Some tried to argue that a similar ball hit off the leg of Chad James last night should have been a hit. But the difference there was the ball landed right at his feet. He had all day, could have even run to the bag and beat the base runner, but he was still smarting, had adrenaline going, and threw wide and pulled the first baseman off the bag, so it was correctly ruled an error. Some were trying to argue that. But that one clearly a base hit because it was out of the reach of everybody. Ground ball to the right side, could be 2. It's to Dudley at first. He goes to Trino, throws it away into left field. Moving to third base will be Schultz. He'll stay there, and runners are on the corners, nobody out. A couple of ground balls have resulted in runners on the corners to start this baseball game, as Dudley will be tagged with the throwing error. Shane Houck, the third baseman, hitting .222. He was 1 for 5 last night with a run scored, and he takes low for ball 1.
Heads up now.
Righty on righty is Elias from the stretch. Has his sign from Tyler Shover and delivers a fastball low. 2 balls and no strikes. CornBelters go Schwartz, Hernandez, Judah in the outfield left to right. Lucas, Chirino, Band, and Dudley around the diamond with Shover behind the plate and Elias on the hill. Otters have their first 2 aboard. Deep breath from Elias as he sets. Ground ball is hit foul to the left side and into the Evansville Otters bullpen. And as they have done the past 2 nights, just like tonight, they do not occupy the bullpen, even though that's bench is there and ready to go. Houck's 3rd season of pro ball, drafted by the Giants in 2009. 235 in 96 games last season for Augusta. Runner goes, pitches high, throw to second, in time for the out. Nicely done. Shover put it right on the money, and Chirino laid the tag down as slick as you please. Holding at third base is John Schultz. So there's 1 out now, but still a runner at third. The pitch was a strike. Houck must have, I guess he had a late swing as a protection. And a balk has been called on Elias, and that balks in the run. No argument involved. Larry Allen was the diamond umpire, and he was barking over his shoulder. I'm not sure to whom. I think Andy McCauley in third base coach's box, but the balk was called. Ground ball to third. Lucas up with it. Throws in time to Dudley, but there are now 2 outs. But a run home. So I'm not sure what the irregularity was for Elias, as I had my eyes off the pitcher at the time, but it's not getting any sort of a consternation from the CornBelters dugout. So now there are 2 outs. Baylog hits the first pitch to center field. Hernandez hasn't played very well, just a few steps to his right, and makes the catch. But the Otters get a run on a hit. There was 1 error. A balk scored the run, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The Evansville Otters have a quick 1-0 lead. You're listening to Normal CornBelters Baseball.
If you're like me, and I think you are, you believe the family farm has gone the way of the landline telephone. But according to the U.S. Department of
Corn Marketing Board.
Terrence Marin takes his warm-up tosses for the Evansville Otters. Marin again signed by the White Sox, spent the last 3+ seasons in that organization, and began this season actually in the Sox organization at High A Winston-Salem.
Leading off the first for your CornBelters. Let's hear it for your Lincoln College.
It is Mark Mikowski, the designated hitter, who gets things started for the CornBelters. Marin is a former shortstop converted into a pitcher. He has now made 114 appearances, counting the first pitch that he makes tonight. It is only his 8th professional start. And he fires in strike one to the left-handed hitting Mark Mikowski. Marin, a right-hander, 6 feet tall, 160 pounds. Big, tall drink of water out of Newman, California. Mikowski, one hops one on the line, picked up at second base. And thrown in time as Mikowski is retired.
Makes the noise for shortstop number 12, Santiago Chirino.
Santiago Chirino steps to the plate for the Belters. Takes strike one. Chirino bats from the right side. He's hitting .222. Went 0 for 5 last night. After a 2 for 4 night with 2 runs batted in and a run scored in the opener on Friday in the CornBelters 5-0 win. Otters rebounded, 6-run set, third inning. Surged them to a 10-7 victory last night. Chirino swings and knocks this one deep to center field on a line, but backpedaling is John Schultz, and he makes the catch for the second out. 2 up, 2 down.
Mike Schwartz.
Mike Schwartz steps to the plate. Still looking for his first hit. 0 for 5 last night. 0 for 3 on Friday, although he did get a run batted in. Actually got the first RBI of the season in Friday night's first inning. Sac fly. Scoring Santiago Chirino. Schwartz takes low for ball 1. Brooks Carey was still very encouraged about what he saw out of the CornBelters last night. You can understand that. Tardy swing sliced foul to the Cornies fun zone up in the left field concourse. 1-1 to Mike Schwartz. Saw some good bullpen work out of Cole Brocker, Chuck Geisels, Joe Rosan. Fouled out of play again by Schwartz, 1-2. 1-0 Otters. We're in the bottom of the first inning, 2 outs. CornBelters trying to get a 2-out rally started in this first Heartland Bank and Trust Family Fun Day Sunday. Righty on lefty. Is just getting a piece of it is Schwartz with a swing that comes back to the padded wall behind home plate and rebounds. Good hop for the ball boy. Stays 1-2. Day off tomorrow. For the entire league, in fact. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here against the River City Rascals. Grounded to short. Charging is Urquhart. Throws on time. And the Belters are down in order in the first inning. 1-0 Otters as we head to the second, and you're listening to normal CornBelters baseball.
Coming up short when it's time to pay the bills is a problem we've all had, but now it's time for you to catch a break. Borrow up to $1,000 and take up to a year to pay it back. Hi, this is Julie from Mid-Illini Credit Union. Beat the high-interest payday lenders with our new Catch a Break Cash program. Just become a member, bring in 2 pay stubs, and catch a break from Mid-Illini Credit Union on Eastland Drive and West Market Street at any of our 12 free ATM locations or MidIlliniCU.com.
Mid-Illini Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA and the closing lender.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's a discount for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. We also have accident-free discounts.
You give people one free accident?
Not quite. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM today.
Taste of a juicy Eisenberg hot dog. Get yours in the
You can hear that familiar corn crib breeze in the background, but it's not a strong one, just a normal one. At first base right now, 2 balls and a strike, but no complaints really either way. I think the zones were steady and consistent and certainly doable. Let's put it that way. Fouled out of play to the left from the lefty, Jeremy Nowak, facing the right-handed hurling Ethan Elias in his CornBelters debut. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're not the only thing going now in the Twin Cities. I know broadcast-wise, line that loops just on the stripe behind first base. Dudley went sailing out there. Coming in is Judah from right field to cut it off in front of the cutout fence, and he throws to second base, but well behind Nowak. A little bloop double that found the chalk on the first base stripe, and it's a leadoff double for Jeremy Nowak. Second hit off Elias. The Otters with a 1-0 lead. Going to try to add to it here in the second. CornBelters will have something to say about it as left-handed hitting Chris Elder, the left fielder, steps in. Elder 1 for 5 last night, but 2 runs batted in, hitting 111 in this young season. Tries to bunt his man over, rolls it up to the first base bag. Dudley picks it up as he stands on the bag, so an easy put out, but that does get the job done. Is over to third base is Jeremy Nowak. Chris Sweeney, the right fielder. Seeing his first action of the season. Takes a fastball on the knees at 88 miles per hour for strike 1. I think I see anybody on the lawn. I think that, no, take that back. I was going to say that would be a corn crib first, but now we see some folks down the left field side. Actually, it looks like a bunch, maybe even a couple of families that brought their bag chairs, and that's fine to just put them up there on the sidewalk. Ask that you not have them on the lawn, but pretty good vantage point up on the sidewalk as well. The 1-1 is chopped to third. Runner's coming home, so is the throw, and it is plenty of time to cut down Nowak. Nowak going on contact, and Lucas one 1-0 Otters. Top of the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Per hour. That froze Connor. Otters come up empty. Leadoff double doesn't score. No runs, 1.
More people in Illinois trust their hearts to Advocate Healthcare. And with Advocate ProMed Medical Center conveniently located, certified chest pain center in the community.
Aaron deals, swing and a miss, Dutton on strikes for the second out. Here's Roman Hernandez, right side for strike 1, but Roman Hernandez for the. So we have our Latin Sunday. That's so we just play the Latin music for batting practice. Ground ball. Oh no, 1-0 lead over your Belters as we head to the third. This is normal CornBelters baseball.
State Farm, this is Kristen.
Wow, it's 3 a.m.
Please get off the phone!
Or when you needed to be tucked in bed till you were 15 years old.
Okay, Kristen, I'll call you back. State Farm is there for you 24/7, like no one else. Get to a better state. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM today.
Congratulations to Cat McCreary's Illinois Wesleyan University softball squad. 41-9 how they finished, but they lost in the Super Regional yesterday. They hosted the Super Regional. Division III went to the Super Regionals this year. And they lost at the IWU field yesterday in the deciding game to the University of Wisconsin Whitewaters 6-3. This is lined down into the right field corner. It'll get down, go to extra bases off the Uptown Normal sign. Holding up at second, stand-up double for Josh Allen. Well, Allen's had a pretty nice start to his season. 3 for 4 last night with 2 runs batted in and 2 runs. His only action of the season so far, and he keeps it going with a double to start his day on Sunday. Left-handed hitting John Schultz steps up. Just mentioned his last time at bat. He has scored the only run of the game so far in this 1-0 Otters lead. Elias delivers inside edge fastball at 88 miles per hour for strike 1. We are portable. Always remember, just when you're listening on your smartphone, even your tablet or mobile device, a lot of folks listen in the cars while they're traveling around, out of the Bloomington Normal area. A lot of folks have told us that. So this is twisted down the left field line, drops in and rattles around the left field corner. That will easily score a run as Allen comes home and Schultz stands on second base with a double. Trades places with Allen, and it's 2-0 Otters.
Shortstop number 8, Corey Urquhart.
Strike 1 to Corey Urquhart, the shortstop hitting .250. Righty on righty. Schultz moderate lead at second base. Pinching in his Chirino at shortstop. Back to his position. An excuse me swing fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes to the Otters shortstop Corey Urquhart. Urquhart. Yakima, Washington. Curve rolled foul, not by a great deal, down the first base line. Boots Day, the grizzled veteran, just watches it sail by. Boots coaching at first, Andy McCauley, the manager, at third base. Otters with a 2-0 lead. Schultz on second with nobody out here in the third inning. So Elias sets and delivers. Fastball is up and in. So, a ball and 2 strikes to Corey Urquhart. So, righty on righty with Schultz walking out to his lead. Elias up and in. Urquhart leans back out of its way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Light crowd here on this Sunday night. A few folks enjoying some nice weather. Going to be nice this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come see us. Swing and a miss. Curved him low and got him.
And be sure to cheer on Ethan Elias.
Second strikeout for Elias. Urquhart goes down for the first out of this third inning.
Third baseman number 29,
Shane Houck grounded to third in the first inning. On deck, Nick Baylog. On top and reset. Finds a sign from Shover. Elias sets waist level. Delivered. CornBelters going to play a little softball on June 3rd. Chicago, they're 3-1. Fastball is low and away. That fills the count to Houck at 3-2. Deep breath from Elias. No C involved. Fastball on the knees for strike two. Elias has gotten out ahead of the first baseman. No balls, 2 strikes. Schultz stays at second base. Leadoff double, actually 2 leadoff doubles. Josh Allen went off the frame, turning the lineup over to Schultz, and they traded places. But 2 strikeouts later, Schultz stays at second, 2 outs in the third. And this pitch hits Baylog, and that hurt. You could that hurt from here. Down and in, hit him kind of on the side of the knee, maybe just a little bit below it. That dull thud. And Baylog is on at first base. Obviously not what Elias had wanted, but hit Baylog with an 0-2 pitch. So first and second for the Otters here in the third with 2 outs, bringing up Chris Elder, the left fielder. Elder strolls to the plate to the strains of Hansen. We were talking about this on WJBC earlier this week. I've been kind of filling in on some news anchoring at middays. I believe it was Susan who said that the Hansen brothers, not to be confused with the guys from Slapshot, this is fouled at the plate for strike 1 by Chris Elder. Apparently, they're getting into the brewing business. And so they've come up with a microbrew of some sort that they're, well, you already know what they're going to call it. Hop. Bounces in, knocked down by Chauvry, keeps it in front. Good job by the second-year pro. And the runners stay. Ball and a strike to Jeremy Nowak. It's hop or hops, either way. It's enough to make you groan. Probably not enough to keep you from at least trying it. Supposedly it's alcohol content fairly high. Couldn't check his swing on a pitch low and in. Once again, turns into a strike. It's 1-2. The designated hitter, Jeremy Nowak, left-handed hitting Otter, deep in the left-handed batter's box. Slightly open on his stance. 1-2 the count. First and second for the Otters with 2 outs in the third. Otters with 1 in the frame. Lead 2-0. Chopped foul at the plate. Off of the front leg of Nowak, stays in the batter's box. The baseball does. Chauvry just picks up the pill and fires it back to Elias. You don't have to go through as many baseballs. You know, if it gets a spot of dirt on it in the majors, they'll toss it aside. But here with the sprint turf surface, not as hard on baseballs. So it remains 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 89-mile-an-hour fastball, outer half, about belt high. Nowak asks David Fields, would that have been a strike? Hard to tell what Fields' response was, but it goes into the books as a strike anyway since Nowak waved through it. But the Otters get another run. Consecutive doubles to lead off the frame. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left, as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Evansville Otters lead your normal CornBelters 2-0. Normal CornBelters baseball is presented by Illinois Corn Farmers.
You read a lot about food nowadays, how it's grown, how safe it is, or isn't. And then it hit me. I wasn't hearing much from the people actually growing our food. I mean, farm families are eating this food and drinking this water too. So wouldn't you think they'd want it to be safe? So I've been paying attention to conversations that include family farmers. I want my family's food to be safe, affordable, and sustainable. And I've learned that the people growing it want exactly the same thing. Learn more at cornfarmerscoalition.org.
A message from Illinois Corn Farmers.
Food gives us energy, and it takes energy to grow it. And today's corn farmers are using less and less. Onboard GPS systems eliminate wasteful overlaps for more precise seeding and fertilizing. New tillage methods reduce trips across the field. The energy used to grow a bushel of corn has dropped by 37%. So farmers aren't just growing corn to provide energy for our bodies, our livestock, and our cars. They're saving energy in the process.
RBI, probably not so bad. Ball 1, though, to Judah, and he takes a fastball downstairs. Season, fouled out a play to the right. Just after the All-Star game, Sherry, though, released by the Yankees in the offseason and had the chance to come back to normal, and here he is, Connor. 3 balls and a strike. Elder's trying to get something started. Alex Hidalgo coaching down at first base. Vinny Gans down at third base for the Belters. Ground ball to second pro season, was in the United League last year. After a 4-year career at Rollins College. Had a .404 slugging percentage and a .346 OBP while at Rollins College. A Division III outfit. And if I am not mistaken, they have faced Illinois Wesleyan University in the past in the early season activities. Swing and a miss, strike 3, chased a high fastball. And the Belters are down in order, and Marin is perfect through 3 innings. We head to the 4th. The Otters have a 2-0 lead over your CornBelters. You're listening to normal CornBelters baseball.
Ready to cheer on your team? Before you do, make sure your bases are covered. Get to Meijer and pick up everything you need for a great outing, like officially licensed team apparel, caps, and collectibles. Plus all your favorite game day snacks, party trays, and beverages, all at low Meijer prices. From Sandlot games to the big leagues, it's summer, and that's something to celebrate. So get out with the crowd. Show your pride and score a home run on a great selection of sports apparel and party supplies, all at low Meijer prices.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hello, Jessica.
Hello, Jerry Newman, my former State Farm policyholder.
No, this is Larry Newman, inquiring for a friend named Harry, who wants to know about the discount double check.
Oh, sure. That's when we comb through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
Oh, that sounds glorious. Take me back, Jessica.
Jerry.
You've seen through my clever disguise.
The discount double check could save you hundreds. Ask a State Farm agent today. Get to a better state. Call 1-800.
This curve grabs the outside corner for a strike. And Shover knocks it down and just tags Elder on the hip as Elder couldn't believe he chased it. So 1 out, and that's already 5 strikeouts for Ethan Torino up with it and throws to Dudley in time to retire Sweeney.
Catcher number 44, Colin Connor.
Colin Connor struck out of major tournaments, national tournaments, in the American Softball Association, Amateur Softball Association, beg your pardon. Strike 1 with a fat, not this past season, but for 2 seasons before, it was the home of the national title for junior college at Division II. He, 444 hitter, 2 for 4 last night with a run scored, but grounded to second to start the CornBelters attack today. Scout seats are moderately full today. That's a great deal. There are wider seats, plus it's all you can eat and drink. Fans would say, I know that name, I know that name. Sure you do. She's on the volleyball squad. Obviously, yours truly sees a few Illinois let it pass. Took a few steps and he gets grief for it out of the CornBelters dugout by him. Looks over his shoulder and just shrugs. Torino flew to center in the first inning. The docket. Fastball is inside for ball 1. The Belters to sustain a little rally here so we can have time. Throws across to Baylog in time. 2 up, 2 down. 11 up, 11 down for the Belters. Mike Schwartz grounded to shortstop in the first inning.
Disease is the leading cause of death in the U.S. and often strikes without warning. Advocate Broman Medical Center.
He's hitting 400 because he's now 4 for 10 after a 2 for 2 day so far. Ball and a strike. A win over the Southern Illinois Miners. Ground ball towards second. Band gets it on the 4th hop and throws in time. Trevor.
More at cornfarmerscoalition.org.
A message from Illinois corn farmers.
Pitches starting to become a little bit of a problem is what will happen on Sunday nights when we have the hour earlier start over the diamond a little bit. About half of the infield covered. Outfield is all in sunlight, except for just pockets here in the Readers patio at the park, our little new pavilion-like structure out in the 5th.
Let's hear it for first baseman number 7, Aaron.
It's below 500 now. Chops the first one foul. Fastball that is hit hard to deep right field. Will this break the tie? It crawls over the fence, and the first hit and base runner of the game is a home run. On the board, 2-1. He hits an 0-1 pitch over the gate.
Keep the noise going for center fielder number 22.
And the Belters are on the board. No hitter and perfect game gone. First pitch is lined foul down the right side by Roman Hernandez. This is fouled out of play.